Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Major Static from Static Records. So guys, today I'm going to be walking you through this template for Studio One, mixing rap vocals. So I'm going to be using Waves and Slate Digital to mix these rap vocals. So definitely check it out. If you can grab the template, you can find the link in the description box below, the download link. But if not, you can just recreate it. It's really not that difficult if you're paying attention to the video. Just watch the video and, recreate it yourself. So I'll first play the song. And if it's your first time here, guys, kindly subscribe to the channel. I'm going to remove all the effects so that you can hear the song with raw vocals. And it's a song by Mr. I'll leave the link to the song in the description box below. It's an artist that I work with. So this is the song without any effects.
Drum can't hear none. Speed on like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin. Sound the alarm. I'm waiting my turn. When I come, I don't need me a throne. Empire state of mind. Call me King Kong. Call me King Kong.
So yeah, those are the raw vocals without any effects on it. So I'm going to go through everything that the template entails, and I'll go through all the things step by step, showing you the thought process behind the template, the plugins that I've used. So it's mainly using Slate Digital and Waves plugins. So now you've heard it with the raw vocals. Now I'm gonna switch on everything one by one. I'll just switch on the mix bus and just come straight to the lead vocal. So on the lead vocal, there's the virtual mix rack. Which is that basically. So I'm going to switch that on together with the delay and the reverb. And for the delay and the reverb, I'm just using H delay by Waves and Valhalla vintage verb. Okay. So this is with the virtual mix rack.
Sound the alarm. There's a hot boy in town. That's flames on your eardrum. Can't hear none. Speed on like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin. Sound the alarm.
So yeah, it's not doing too much, just a bit, slowly getting to the main thing. So initially I had it on the Trident, but I was feeding this USA a bit more, so I left it there. I just like this compressor for flavor purposes. It's not necessarily doing anything. And a little bit of thickness and the shimmers, or just a bit, because the artist already has like a bright vocal, so adding that shimmer in too much can really mess it up. So this is just on the back end vocals, which is pretty much the same thing as the lead vocal. So now I'll go through the vocal bus. The first thing that I did was this EQ. So it had some harsh frequencies in here, so I ducked it, as you can see. Not too much, because I didn't want to take out too much from the vocal. So trying to keep it natural at the same time.
I'm waiting my turn. When I come, I don't need me. Sound the alarm. There's a hot boy in town. That's flames on your eardrum. Can't hear none. Speed on like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin.
So I'll switch that off so that you can hear exactly what it's doing.
Sound the alarm. There's a hot boy in town that's flames on your eardrum. Can't hear none. Speedo like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin.
So if you've heard nicely, the other one without the EQ was a bit nasally and a bit harsh on the top end and a bit also in the mid lows. So I just tamed that a bit with the EQ. And then next was the CLA 76 compressor. So I'll switch that on.
Sound the alarm. There's a hot boy in town that's flames on your eardrum. Can't hear none. Speedo like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin. Sound the alarm. I'm waiting my turn. When I come, I don't need me a throne. Empire state of mind. Call me King Kong. Call me King Kong.
I'll just bring back the volume of the beat because I had initially dropped it when I had switched off all the vocals. I mean, switched off all the effects so that you guys can hear the raw vocals in context with the beat. So yeah, that's pretty much it, the CLA 76. Not doing that much, but it's doing something. Next was the R compressor. Some minor compression with this as well. I just like the coloring that this compressor does on the vocal.
There's a hot boy in town that's flames on your eardrum. Can't hear none. Speedo like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin. Sound the alarm. I'm waiting my turn. When I come, I don't need me a throne. Empire state of mind. Call me King Kong.
So if you heard, I just switched it off a bit slightly and brought it back in. And when I took it out, you definitely felt the heaviness of the vocal drop just a little bit. And this definitely adds some good flavor to the vocal. I just like this plugin. So next, I use the Vox. I'm really into serial compression. I use a lot of compressors, guys, but in moderation, not too much. So I'll play it with this, the Vox.
There's a hot boy in town that's flames on your eardrum. Can't hear none. Speedo like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin. Sound the alarm. I'm waiting my turn. When I come, I don't need me a throne. Empire state of mind. Call me King Kong. Call me King Kong.
Night and day. So next, this is where I definitely just finalize everything in regards to my vocal. So I have the virtual mix rack, and the first thing on the chain is this, the virtual channel. I really like the virtual channel. It doesn't do too much, but it does something. It really does, and it's musical as well, so I just like it there. So definitely try it out. So I'll switch off everything and dial in the plugins one by one. So
sound the alarm. There's a hot boy in town that's flames on your eardrum. Can't hear none. Speedo like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin. Sound the alarm. I'm waiting my turn. When I come, I don't need me a throne. Empire state of mind. Call me King Kong.
So this is a saturation plugin, this Hollywood. It's a very, very nice saturation plugin. If I don't use this, I definitely either use the Waves NLS plugin or I use the Abbey Roads. The Abbey Roads Saturate is also a very good saturation plugin. But from my experience, it doesn't do that well with vocals that are a bit bright. You probably have to do a little bit more on the plugin to make it sound good, but this one is good. I liked it on this vocal. I tried the Wave Saturate, I didn't like it there, so I removed it. So I settled with this one. And then next is the EQ.
Call me King Kong. There's a hot boy in town that's flames on your eardrum. Can't hear none. Speedo like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin. Sound the alarm. I'm waiting my turn. When I come, I don't need me a throne. Empire state of mind. Call me King Kong. Call me King Kong.
Yeah, nice and easy. with the EQ. Just some minor adjustments. I really didn't do too much. A little bit of the 12K and the 4K and 800. Minor EQ. I didn't do anything on the 200 hertz. I just left it there. I don't know, it does something even though it's on 0. So, I left it there. So I use the FG Stress. It's a nice plug-in compressor, distressor. So you can check out the settings, try them out yourself and see what you get and if you like it or not. If I don't choose the FG Stress, I'm definitely doing some parallel compression with the CLA76 or maybe the SSL compressor, or the Tube Tech also is a very good compressor. So yeah, and this also has like a nice mix knob that you can use to dial in if it's too much, just like some final compression that you can just tweak in accordance to your ear. So I'll switch that on. You guys can have a listen.
Sound the alarm. There's a hot boy in town. That's flames on your eardrum. Can't hear none. Speedo like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin. Sound the alarm. I'm waiting my turn. When I come, I don't need me a throne. Empire state of mind. Call me King Kong. Call me King Kong.
That's nice. So usually plugins also good just to crank it up and just see what exactly this plugin is doing, so you can know how it's affecting your vocal as well, and then you can just dial it back. And then last, I use the revival.
Sound the alarm. There's a hot boy in town. That's flames on your eardrum. Can't hear none. Speedo like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin. Sound the alarm. I'm waiting my turn. When I come, I don't need me a throne. Empire state of mind. Call me King Kong.
Yeah. So at this point, the only thing that I can feel is affecting the vocal is the S's. So which is what I'm leaving last on the chain, the de-esser. But I like Soothe 2 nowadays working together with the de-esser so that the de-esser doesn't have to overwork. Because I noticed if you keep cranking that de-esser a lot, it really affects the character of the vocal a lot. So Soothe 2, a very good plugin. Definitely check that out. And let me switch that on so that you can have a listen with the Soothe 2 on.
There's a hot boy in town. That's flames on your eardrum. Can't hear none. Speedo like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin. Sound the alarm. I'm waiting my turn. When I come, I don't need me a throne. Empire state of mind. Call me King Kong. Call me King Kong.
So if you guys heard that, it's definitely tamed the vocal in this area. It's tamed it in a very nice musical way, not in a bad way. It's definitely made it sound better, but by not doing too much, by not affecting the vocal too much. So last on the chain is the de-esser.
There's a hot boy in town. That's flames on your eardrum. Can't hear none. Speedo like spawn of the sun. Leave man like raisin. Sound the alarm. I'm waiting my turn. When I come, I don't need me a throne. Empire state of mind. Call me King Kong. Call me King Kong.
Nice and easy. So the sends in this template, you can just dial them in, just by simply dragging and dropping the amount that you're trying to send, whether it's of the delay or the reverb. And if you don't necessarily like this delay, or you don't have this plugin, you can replace it with either the stock delay plugin. Studio One has a nice delay plugin as well. And with the reverb, you can definitely use your favorite reverb, but I like the vintage verb. Either that or the R verb or the true verb by Waves. Those are some nice plugins. And then in the mix bus, there's a virtual mix rack and the virtual tape. as you can see right there, just to get that analog feel a little bit, you know. And now I'm gonna switch on the master channel. The master channel is just I just added some compression and a limiter. Not doing that much, I just did it for the context of the video. You can definitely check that out. Let me just play, you can hear.
Sound the alarm, there's a hot boy in town. That's flames on your eardrum, can't hear none. Speed on like spawn of the sun, leave man like raisin. Sound the alarm, I'm waiting my turn. When I come, I don't need me a throne. Empire state of mind, call me King Kong, call me King Kong.
Sounds real good to me, man. So I'm really just mixing this in my headphones at this particular moment for the sake of the video, but I wouldn't suggest mixing in your headphones. I prefer mixing on my studio monitors, you know. You get to hear everything in a nice way. But I know there's some good headphones out there, some nice closed back headphones that you can use for mixing. Personally, I haven't had the opportunity to get some good ones, so I really can't talk from that. But from my experience, studio monitors do a great job. So yeah, that marks it to the end of the video. You can definitely hit me up if you've got any questions. You can send me a DM on Instagram, write in the comment section, or send me an email. I will definitely get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell to get the notifications every time I release a new video. So yeah, guys, till next time.